All right, so once you've cut out your pattern and your fabric, the next part is to remove all your pins. So take out your pins, take off your pattern, just set that to the side for right now. And then you're going to have what's left, and that's 2 pieces of felt. So I have my 2 pieces of felt, and I want to label one of them as my back. And it does not matter which one you choose, just choose one, and we're just going to call that the back. That is going to go into your tote, and we're not going to worry about it until later this week. Your other piece of felt is what you are going to start your features on. So for your features, you're going to look at your pattern, and you're going to determine which of the different features you want to add to your stuffed animal. So maybe I know I want to make these eyebrows or these eyes. All of these are actually a pattern within your big pattern. So you can cut this whole thing apart once you've actually cut out your fabric. And that's what I did. So I knew I wanted to do the eyebrows. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the eyebrow right on the lines. And once I have my eyebrow cut out, I'm going to go over to the scrap box, and I'm going to look for a piece of felt that matches this size. So I found a piece of black felt that matched. So I'm going to put my pattern in the middle, and then I'm going to take some pins and I'm going to pin it down, because remember, pinning it down is what's going to help hold this in place so that when I cut, it doesn't move all over on me. At this point, I would be ready to cut it out. I like the way it looks, everything fits, so I'm going to take scissors or shears and I'm just going to cut it out. And once it's cut out, you are going to be left with a piece of felt that looks exactly the way your pattern looked. You are then going to take that and put it onto your project wherever you want it. So for me, I want the eyebrows right there, just like they were on the pattern, and then I'm going to pin them down. At this point, this would be ready to sew. You can choose any stitch you want to attach. The biggest stitches that most students use are the running stitch or the back stitch to attach different items to their fabric. Try to use the same color thread. So if I was going to sew this, I would use black thread to try to sew it in place. And that's how you attach your features. For your features, you can also cut out all of these other items, but let's say you don't like the way this looks. You don't have to use it. You can also draw your own. So here were some items that I drew on my own. Maybe I drew my own nostrils or a hat, or maybe a dog collar or cat collar for my dog or cat. You can actually cut out your own pattern by just drawing it and then cutting it out. So you can actually cut these out and then you'd have your own pattern to use. So that's just a little bit about adding features. Remember, you do need to have at least 4 features to add to your stuffed animal. Most of your stuffed animals should easily be able to come up with 4. If you can think of more than that, you can add more as well.